Равкатовна, директор языкового центра InterBEST, а также преподаватель английского и испанского языка.
Как в школе, первые две парты у нас свободны, да?
Okay. Ну, если вам некомфортно, мы можем пересекать.
Мне вообще хорошо, наоборот, я люблю спорт и движение, поэтому мне двигаться чем больше, тем лучше. Okay. Good afternoon, my dear colleagues. So my name is Anfisa, and I'm a teacher of English and Spanish, as my colleague said before. And secondly, I've been running my own language center more than 10 years already. So welcome here in our language center. We're really happy to see you. But to tell the truth, 29 people registered to come, and I can't see 29. Yeah, and only 3 teachers said that because of some reason they couldn't come here. So, as I said before, I'm a teacher, I'm a director, yes, and of course, most of all, from all my jobs, I of course prefer teaching. And I have experience teaching not only school children, yeah, but also young learners, very young learners, and adults as well. So, and very, very, very much, of course, I like studying myself. And I've been studying all my life and regularly, and for me, it's a part of my life. Yeah, it's a part of my career. And if you are here, so I can guess that maybe you too, yeah, you like studying. So let's try to share our experience today, yeah, because this meeting is just, first of all, to exchanging your knowledge, our knowledge, okay? It's very good that you are sitting in group of 2 or in group of 3, yeah, because today our teacher training is mostly practical. So that's why you're going to discuss a lot, yes, to talk to your colleagues a lot, to share your experience, share your opinions, and etc. Okay? And if you have some questions, Ksenia maybe forgot to say, there is a special box that you can see here. And if you have some questions and maybe you feel a bit shy, yes, and you don't want to speak in public, yes, so of course you can write down this on these small pieces of paper that you can see on the tables and put them here, okay? And at the very end of our training, of course, I hope there are not going to be hundreds of questions, but I will try, okay, to answer all of them. So let's start. Okay, so our first session is how to teach speaking. Okay, and before we start discussing most popular problems in this skill, of course, it's very important to introduce yourself. Yeah, and I don't want you to speak in public. Okay, that's why you can work in groups of 3 or 2. Okay, and maybe there are some colleagues who have already known each other, right? Yeah, I see. Yeah, you say hello, 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 hello. Come in. Yeah, come in, colleagues. Yeah, and and here you can see some questions about your job. Okay, so can you ask your partner about the points below? Can you tell about the age of your students, mostly? Okay. Because maybe you are like me, you have different students, I don't know. And what levels you usually teach, okay? And how much workload you have. And after that, if you work somewhere, I don't know, at a state school or in some language center, if you get any administrative support, okay? If your schedule is really convenient, if you get any perks, I don't know, for some successful work, and how you develop yourself. Yeah, you're smiling here, yeah, I see. Yes. About this or about this? Or about both? About schedule, yeah. About the word convenient, okay. And also tell about attractiveness of teaching in general. Okay? So for that, colleagues, you'll have not more than, I think, 3 minutes are enough. What do you think? To discuss this list of questions. What do you think?
Maybe 3 minutes?
Sorry?
3 minutes?
Yeah, 3 minutes are enough. What do you think? Okay, I can say these questions, okay? So, ready? Okay, speak. Ready, steady, go. So you work in groups, yeah? You can be together. Okay, you can be together. Okay, yeah, this. You can be in 4 or in 2. I think just to work in 2 or in 4 as you wish. Okay, of course, as you wish. You can turn your head. Yeah.
The best thing that I can do.
Okay, you can work in 3, in group of 3, okay?
Right, because
dear colleagues, time is over, okay? And in that area, yeah, I heard that not all the colleagues know this word. What about you? Don't translate, yeah. And you, do you know, or is it perk? Do you know what's perk? Yeah. Okay, maybe they know because they get it regularly, right? You say, okay, we don't know that because we never get it.
That's the reason why.
That's the reason why you know that, yeah? Okay, so, yeah, you can turn back. Okay, so what do we consider, what do we need to consider when speaking?
vocabulary.
Yeah, many points. Yeah, let's discuss together now. Okay, so of course vocabulary. What else?
Pronunciation.
Pronunciation. Yeah, I think it's one of the first.
Yes.
One of the first.
Yeah.
Okay. What else?
No, grammar rules.
Grammar. Yeah.
Improvisation.
Yeah, it's maybe formulation. Yeah, of your thoughts. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Speech
great.
patterns.
Yeah, different chunks or patterns and different things that can help students. Okay, what else? Sorry?
Loud voice.
Loud voice, yeah, we need it. Okay, now let's imagine that you are students. And okay, let's discuss the first point, okay? So individual sounds, it can be quite stressful, isn't it?
Sure. Yes.
Why?
We have to open, as a student, they have to open to our teacher and speak fluently.
No, we are not talking about fluency, so, sorry. It's about sound. How you sound. You said pronunciation, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, it can be stressful because most of students are really,
Afraid of.
yeah, they are really scared. Why? Where does this fear come from?
They don't have a lot of practice.
Exactly. Yeah, so we have to admit, yeah, that we are living in Russia, and especially if we are living in a small town or in a village, of course, we have no so big opportunity to practice and to meet with foreigners and etc. It's on the one hand, but on the other hand, there's the internet and you can find foreign friends, blah blah blah. But do they do that? No, no, they really never.
Parents make them.
Okay, let's
Some
think
parents.
about the solution. They don't use the internet, but they have this opportunity, and if they really want, they would. Okay, we live in a small town or in a small village, for example, and there are no any foreigners around us. Yeah, how can we do that? Okay, how can we help them not to be afraid of speaking?
Make them.
You can share your thoughts now. Okay. How? Not to be scared.
Wait a minute.
Okay, minute. Minute and a half, okay.
The topic that we are going to
Okay.
discuss must be very interesting for them.
Yeah,
And
so it depends
they-
on the topic, you
Yes,
think.
and they must have an experience of this topic because
Uh-huh.
they don't know what to say sometimes.
Okay. Can we talk about yourself? At the very beginning, did you start speaking without any barriers? The topic about your job, is it close to you?
Yes.
Do you know it very well?
Sometimes.
Okay, you didn't know perk. Okay, it's fine. Now you know. Don't worry about all the vocabulary. Most of the vocabulary you knew, okay? So, and okay, topic. What else? What else can they be afraid of? Okay, because of lack of experience, okay, but how can we get them this experience?
To speak with mistakes.
Yeah.
Yes, good idea, to speak with mistakes, not to worry about that.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with you. What else?
I won't say it.
The same, yeah, so, good,
Grammar.
mellophone, yeah.
To make mistakes using grammar, your pronunciation.
Okay, but you know that there are some teachers, quite strict teachers, who really immediately require, yeah, from their students, follow this, follow that, blah, 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 and they're really just so confused that they just don't know what to start from. Yes, and my solution also to give them freedom. Yeah, I like that you feel me, I feel you. It's good. So to really give them freedom and say that they're not be punished for their mistakes. Yeah, because the point is just to speak, okay? And especially when the students walk in pairs, like you started, right? When they walk in mini groups, of course it's easier than you ask them, come here or stand up and tell something in public. Of course it can be stressful, especially in a foreign language. In the L1, yes, in their native language, it can be stressful too, because they're children, they're teenagers. But in my experience with working with adults, they also can be quite afraid, yes, and a bit confused, and that's why. Okay, and your task is here, just give right instructions, what to do, how to do, and of course, monitor this process, yeah? Agree?
Yes.
You can take notes if you need. Okay, next point, vocabulary. Yeah, you said about that, vocabulary. And now, what do you think? What does it mean? Vocabulary choices. What does it mean? What do you think? Yeah? You can?
If we told about this topic in previous lessons and we learned some words that are related to this topic, we will be able to speak and we will be able to use them, these words.
It depends on the familiarity
Yes,
of
it
the
depends
vocabulary.
on the work that we did before this task,
Okay.
for example. And if this topic is maybe unexpected, we can give them some time to prepare for it. For example, they can use their phones and try to find some necessary words for 1 minute, for example, and that's they'll do it.
Yeah, yeah. So, but we have to remember that even in native language, each person has his or her own set of vocabulary, right? And when some parents ask me what is better to study face-to-face, yeah, to have face-to-face lessons or in group, I always answer,
In group.
yeah. Where do you know from? Okay, why?
They can practice.
Exactly.
They can play with vocabulary.
Yeah,
And they like to compete with each other.
exactly.
They can interact with each other to share their experience.
And speaking about vocabulary,
And
they can exchange their vocabulary all
and
the
they have
time.
a lot of fun.
Yeah, yeah. But in my opinion, and I'm sure you will agree with me, that it also depends on their life experience in general. Yeah, it depends on their level, it depends on their, I don't know, maybe bring it up even. Yeah, it depends on their It depends on their literacy, maybe even education. I don't know, many factors. So we have to accept that. We have to realize it in ourselves, yes, and never require, something that you really understand that they can't. So how students introduce new vocabulary in their speech, and here we use special vocabulary practice. So I want to share my life hack that we usually use with the students from maybe minimum 4th grade, okay? And here on your tables, you can see these lists. Okay, look, number 1, okay? You can look at here. And I want you to work in pairs, please, okay? So you're a student A, you're a student B. Now, this colleague can be your partner, okay? You can turn to her, okay, please. Ksenia, what's your name? Student A? No, I mean student's name, okay? Student A and student B, okay? So, great. Who is student A? Show me your hands. Hey. No! Who is student A? Okay, students B, raise your both hands. B, both. Yeah, great. Okay, so students A, can you keep in secret this list from students B? Students B, can you keep in secret this? They have the same list, but anyway. Okay, can you take a pen or a pencil? It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. And can you choose from this list? Okay, let's take 3 words. Okay, any 3 words. You can circle them or you can tick. It doesn't matter. But don't show to your partner what you chose. Okay. Don't show. Keep it in secret. Yeah. Good. So it's way number 1, but there is way number 2. One of these ways is easy. The second way is a bit more difficult. What would you start from?
Easy.
Okay, easy one. So ready? Have you chosen? Nobody saw your choice? Okay, good. So students A, now name this word to your partner without explanation. Can you see the explanation here? It's in English, right? Yes. What else can you see after the explanation? Example. So what students A need to do? Just name this word. And student B, you have to explain in English this word. For example, I'm student B. Ask me.
Clever.
Clever. A person who is clever, he can remember and learn things really very quickly. Yeah? Bright.
He has good brain.
Big brain. Okay. So, and give example. If you are true, B, give example. For example, my colleagues today are really very clever. Okay, that's my example. Okay. So, student A, what do you do? Name. Just name the word.
Yes.
Okay. Student B, what do you do?
Explain.
And give example. With this word.
Maybe, yes.
Yes.
And I would say you shouldn't use this explanation.
If you are not very sure, of course you can. Okay. But it's better if because you are well experienced students. Okay. Your level is. Okay. Okay, ready?
Yes.
Okay. When you explain 3 words, have you got any ideas what you're going to do?
Maybe to show.
No.
Change. Exchange.
Yes.
Change your turns, and student B do the same. You just name 3 words, and student A explain and give examples. Okay. So is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, students. Okay. Colleagues. Okay, ready, steady, go. Accept it. Do you accept it? Okay. For example. I can't stop you speaking, you see? You want to speak here today a lot. So, now change your turns. Students B, open your list. Yeah, students A, be ready. Okay. And do the same, but only students B you ask. Ready, steady, go. Okay, my dear colleagues. No, sorry, no, sorry, don't ask me. So, you can come back. Okay, come back to me. So, every practical lesson, we begin with this practice. And do you have any ideas? How long does it take us?
Until you say stop. Or maybe 3 minutes, or maybe you...
I said nothing about timing, yeah, to you. You were not ready that it would be time pressure. You were not ready, but of course we have to limit time anyway. So usually I ask my students if they are at least A2, during 3 minutes to explain and give examples. How many words do you think?
5.
10.
10. Okay.
And there are, yeah, for 3 minutes. And there are such students who really are able to explain 16, 17, and even 19 for 3 minutes. Oh, it's amazing. So what?
Possible.
It's possible. I really saw that. What? I didn't believe that. Yeah, she learned it by heart, all the vocabulary. And so why I use this? Because, you know, our students, they're quite lazy to learn vocabulary. So it really makes them learn vocabulary. Every lesson we begin with that. Secondly, what does it give them except enriching of their vocabulary? What else? Because of this time pressure, they start speaking faster and faster, yeah, more fluent and more fluent. So fluency. So we develop vocabulary, we develop their fluency, and
Co-working.
yeah. And also you can use this practice as a warming up. Yeah, because these words we are going to use in our unit. In reading, in listening, yeah, in writing, in speaking again, and somewhere else. Secondly, does it help to formulate their thoughts? Because there you maybe saw some really easy words. How to explain them? How really to explain them? Yeah, sometimes we are really puzzled what to do, how to do, etc. Okay, but I said nothing about grammar, right? So let's move on. And of course we have to speak about grammar choice. But my opinion in this practice, of course, let your student choose such grammar which is more, I don't know, comfortable for them, I don't know, yeah. If they feel really confident in it, okay, let them, that you said, yes, Olga, to, okay, make mistakes, okay, don't mind. But don't stop your students speaking, don't correct them every time. It's very important. Because when I was listening to you, I heard no mistakes, because you're excellent students, really. But sometimes I heard really hundreds. What I do? I just write down them, monitor the whole class. Of course, it's impossible to write down all of them, right? When they have finished, I just take my marker and just write down some really important mistakes, the most important mistakes, especially about the rules that we are learning, maybe, yes. And after that, we discuss. But please never mention whose mistakes they were. Never mention their names. Yes. Don't press them. It would be really stressful for them. Oh, my mistake. She talked about my mistake. They maybe would recognize their mistake themselves. But it doesn't matter whose. It's better to discuss together and they will realize it. Okay, but. Second life hack. Okay. But if you need to practice grammar, of course I will now share my experience, but before that I want you to maybe share your ideas. Yeah, how can we make our students focus on their grammar? So why? Okay, we have to understand the reason. Yeah, why do they make these grammar mistakes? Why? For example, okay, so here you can see it's a part from workbook from Academy Stars 4th level, 4th step. What can you see here?
Questions in past simple.
Yeah. How did you know that?
Oh, we have prepared many years.
What does what shows us that it's past simple?
Did, of course.
Yeah, great. And what type of sentence is it?
Special question.
Wow, you're so smart, really.
You're so clever.
So clever, talented, yes. Brilliant. And how do you think we should answer this question? Where did you go about holidays? Yeah, where did you go on your holidays? How should you answer? I
went.
Maybe I didn't went anywhere.
I didn't what?
Maybe I didn't go anywhere.
You didn't go anywhere, yeah. But you have to tell that you went somewhere, yeah, anyway. It's a task. Okay, and you know that, how do your students answer? Okay, imagine, they are 11. They are 11.
No.
No, special question.
But
Where did you go? Where did you go? And they answer, I go.
Yes,
I go. Or just the place.
Where did you go? I go to Moscow. And in this case, do they understand each other?
Yes.
Yes. How?
Quite perfectly.
Because they focus on the vocabulary.
Yes.
And our task, being a teacher, being teachers, we have to focus their attention.
To the grammar.
How? Okay, what I did. It was 6 questions. Yeah, there were 6 questions, and they worked in pairs. Of course, you see, I like to share my students in pairs. And student A interviewed. Student B answered, I go blah, 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 I go blah, blah, I stay blah, blah, I do blah, blah. So all the time his or her answer began with first form. And there were about 4 or 5 pairs, and all of them began with that. And after the first answer, I stopped. I said, sorry, students, now take care of your grammar, please. Because before that practice, we discussed the rule, and all of them, of course, told me that we have to use the second form and ed, blah, blah, blah. It was theory. In practice, where did you go? I go. And I stopped them, and I paid their attention to that. And they say, yeah, okay, let's go. So, are you ready? Yes. Okay, try again. Okay, go. And just half of them. Okay, and after that, I stopped them again. And say, okay, students, now if you, or just one of you, if I hear go instead of went, maybe not in the first question, maybe in the 4th, doesn't matter where, but if I hear, I would stop and ask you to do it again from the very beginning. From the very beginning. Till all of you give me correct answers. Yeah, we did it. But after how many attempts? Do you have any ideas?
5. Yeah.
Number 2.
15.
No. 6. Only on the 6th time They really, all of them, and they were really fed up with this exercise. And next lessons, they were really ready. If they make mistake, they understand that their teacher makes them practice it, and they really started to be very, I would say, responsible. Yeah, because they say, oh, come on, don't make mistake. Yeah, so they have to really correct each other because they didn't want to begin it again and again. Yeah, you see? Okay, so you can use that. Yeah, why not? Okay, you'll tell me why not. Okay, what else is important when we speak? Of course, communicative language choice. So that we said before, so they choose it not only according to their experience, but also according to the vocabulary, which is given at the beginning of the lesson. Yeah, so it can be a chunk that you give and ask them to use. It's very important, in my opinion, of course, to give them really very clear instructions. Can be, especially for elementary students, because they're always very scared. They just don't know what to start from. But if you give them some structures, it will help them. Yeah, of course, definitely. So now let's talk about formulation. Again, what is it about? We have mentioned before. Formulation, what is it about?
Instruction?
No. When speak. Okay. It's about their thoughts, yes, organizing, formulating their thoughts. Okay, and what does it depend on? And what problem can be here in formulating?
They formulate in Russian and then translate and have some
It's good. It's good that, thank you, it's good if they really formulate it first in Russian, then it's good. But there can be the worst problem. What is it? Worse than to formulate first in Russian and then in English. What can be worse?
They don't know what to say in Russian.
Exactly.
They don't understand the question.
Maybe they understood, but they just have no ideas. I don't know. Okay, how can we help them? What to do? Come on, say something. Please.
To show pictures, maybe some pictures.
How can I help him?
Maybe to discuss what they're going to say in Russia, and me trying to get it to translate.
Okay, so maybe to prepare them, yes, a bit. To prepare them a bit, and after that, to warm up a bit.
We will give them some papers and giving them some opportunities. You think about it.
So give some time to think before that.
Or maybe some tips, you can say like that, giving keywords
Maybe.
on a certain topic.
Maybe. Yeah, why not? What else?
Maybe ask a partner to help him or her.
You said it's a sad voice. Ask a partner.
Because it's very long, and if you have 25 students in the class, it will be until morning.
Yeah, I agree with you. Can be. Yeah.
We also can start, their thoughts and trying to
ideas,
say
yes,
our thoughts.
some
I mean,
ideas.
to start helping them.
Yeah, just giving an example, something like that.
Giving example, and it's better to continue from their side, to continue our thoughts.
Oh,
Our thoughts.
okay.
Like that.
Maybe. Yeah. Continue our thoughts, but sometimes they just can't feel you, really. And sometimes, I just imagine, it depends maybe on their level, But in my opinion, the worst problem is that just have lack of thoughts in general, especially in their native language, because they are not so well developed, unfortunately. And sometimes when you ask them, how did you spend your weekends? Good. Where did you go? Home. At least. It's a full answer. Yeah, okay. Solution, in my opinion, we can help them with asking concept checking questions, yeah? Why do you think so? Who helped you in this way? When do you usually do that? Blah, blah, blah. Give an example. But here, it's highly important to stay patient. Because very often some teachers really asked, where did you go? I went to, and he repeated, I went to Kazan. Yes, Kazan. Okay, so anyway, you want to develop him or what? If you want to develop him, okay, stay, okay, and wait, okay. If he or she gave you, okay, I went to Kazan, okay, you say, oh, sorry, just Kazan. Okay, oh, I go to Kazan, okay. Now you can give the second effort, yeah, you say, please think of grammar. What form is it? Last weekend, last weekend, went? Yes, went. Yeah, so help anyway, try to do everything, okay? Secondly, if you use these questions, be careful, yeah, because sometimes we can hurt them because we can ask, for example, about some information, maybe some private information, yes, or if you see that he or she is quite shy, okay, don't touch, okay, Kazan, okay. So, and in my opinion, the last point is time pressure. Now you work in pairs or in mini groups again, okay, and discuss these questions. Do your students face any time pressure in speaking tasks on your lessons? If yes, in which case? If no, why not? Okay. And in what kinds of tasks? If no, okay, where can they face this time pressure, etc. Okay. So, are you going to work in pairs?
In groups. Yes.
You create your groups yourself, right? Okay. And how long can you discuss these points?
2 minutes enough.
2 minutes are enough? This section asked me, give me 1 more minute, please.
3 minutes.
Okay, 3 minutes, okay?
Okay.
Come on. Okay, 2 minutes and a half, okay. Okay, are you ready, colleagues?
Ready.
Okay, run. Okay. Come back. Come back, please. So, to tell the truth, I heard some answers that they were not about time pressure. They were about some different topics, but anyway, very useful, I hope, yeah, because some of you really exchanged your also life hacks, very interesting. But what about time pressure? Do your students face time pressure? Yes or no?
Yes.
No.
Just
Maybe no.
2 people said yes, as I heard. Okay, why not? I don't know.
They're afraid.
They're afraid, or you are afraid?
They're afraid of being punishment.
Ah,
If they're attending school, unfortunately,
really?
it's difficult for them.
And no, I mean, you being a teacher, do you press them in it? Do you limit in some tasks? Do you limit any time?
Yes.
Yes, of course. No. Who said no?
I said it.
Because your students are young learners, right? And you don't know how to limit them. Okay. So, and what solution can be here? How to put ourselves into this, I don't know, frame, yeah, timing.
Explains rules.
Yeah. Okay, I know all the rules. For example, especially where can our students face it? Where? In exam.
An exam, yes.
Yeah. OGE ЕГЭ. Yeah, okay. Okay, they know the rules that, okay, just 3 minutes are given. Okay, 15 sentences you have to tell according to this plan, okay, I know everything, but my answer is just 2 minutes and 8 sentences, or opposite, it's 20 sentences and 3 minutes and a half. What to do? How to do? Just one solution.
Maybe
Just one solution. One.
feedback, no?
What? Feedback? Feedback?
From all of the speaking, no?
How? Sorry, I don't understand what you
Maybe
mean.
a result.
How can we help them
Mm,
to get there?
Help.
Yeah. How?
How?
help?
Yeah.
How?
They understand the task. They do, but anyway, they are not quite good at it yet. What to do? How to improve? Just one solution. It's very, very simple. Yeah. Train, train, train. Yeah. That is all. That is really all. Only practice can help them, and that is all. Especially if we are talking about their exams.
Yes.
Okay. If they have experience with it, they are not afraid of these frames. They are not afraid of these tasks. They are not afraid of anything. Yeah, because it's okay. Oh, time pressure. Okay, how many? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, go. Okay, go. Okay, my dear colleagues, our session is going to finish. Do you feel that?
No.
Very briefly, yeah. Okay. So, what does speaking involves that we have discussed? Let's revise it. Let's remember, what did we start from? What did we start from?
Pronunciation.
How we sound. Yeah, individual sounds. What else? Vocabulary choice. What else? Grammar choice. Yeah. Next.
Practice.
Time pressure.
Time pressure. What the last one? Okay. Good memory. What else? Okay. How many points were there in general?
6.
You're good. Okay. How many should you give me more? Just 2 of them. How to?
Formulation.
Yeah, formulation. Yeah, communicative language choice, formulation, and time pressure. But of course, this list is not full. I forgot to tell you in the beginning that the last really great teacher training that I studied was by Natalia Belousova and Zhenya Bakin, ELT residents. It was great because it lasted for 6 days, 7 hours every day, 6 days, and they are going to repeat it in January. For more details, you can ask me while the break, okay? And they gave us. Are you ready to see all the points? Yeah, you see. So really, speaking involves really a lot of points, and you have to be ready for that. Yes, you have to realize it, and really, when you prepare your lessons, yeah, of course, you have to, okay, think at least of these 6 first points, okay? So,
Maybe take a photo of the...
of course. With me if you need. Okay. Okay, go away, okay. So, my dear colleagues, now I give you 1 minute to walk only with yourself. Not in pairs, no. Just only with you, okay? I want you to take a pen or a pencil, open your notebook, and write down some ideas, some notes, really useful, that were for you after this session, that you would bring with you. Time pressure, 1 minute. Okay, time is over. Good. back to me, please. Now, my dear colleagues, I want you to work in pairs and to share these thoughts with your partners. And maybe your partners will give you something that you forgot to take with you, okay? Or maybe you will do that, okay? 1.5 minutes, go. Уважаемые коллеги, откройте, пожалуйста, наш чат WhatsApp. Мы вам сейчас отправили туда ссылочку. Будьте добры, оставьте этот фидбэк теперь еще и нам на память. Окей? У вас будет также 1.5 minutes. Это уже достаточно, я вижу, да? Вполне?